So I hopped on the treadmill this morning and got a nice jog and incline walk in, and I thought, oh, I need some yoga too. And I haven't done yoga in front of my tree in a while, have I? I did them a lot during our COVID time. Maybe not. I'm trying to think of the time frame for that, but anyway, here we are, drinking a cup of coffee. Gonna chill out a little bit this morning, and then head to my daughter's, and I want to have a grandson, another grandson soon, and I'm excited about that. If you have not found my new yoga studio page, A Warrior's Place, please go there, like it, join it. I want to keep in touch with all of you, my yoga tribe. You're the reason I'm here. You're the reason I'm able to do this. So I'm looking forward to seeing you wherever I teach. And please don't hesitate to reach out to me for any reason. So let's get started. I'm going to do probably about a 30-minute practice. We'll do a nice long warm-up. I'm going to get some of my new warm-up things in, like funky down dog and crazy down dog. We'll just do them both today. And also get some deep stretches in, since I was just on the treadmill, for the hip flexors and the hamstrings. So enough of that. We got snow, but we got sunshine, right? So I will take them both. Let's all start out in the child's pose. I'm going to go a little bit wide and start thinking about opening my hips. I'm going to lengthen my arms and just kind of relax my hands and my shoulders. Every breath you take, hopefully you'll feel a little bit more relaxed. Just think about letting go with every exhale, letting go of things that you just don't need to think about right now. Focus on your breath, inhaling in through your nose. Relax your jaw, relax your chin, and exhale really big out your mouth. Let's go ahead and set an intention either for your practice, something you want to work on or focus on, or maybe for your day, something you need to work on or get done later. And we'll take a couple more deep breaths. And let's make our way into our table. We're going to put those hands right under our shoulders and put our knees right under our hips. Push through your fingers, all the edges of your hands, but leave a little arch in the palm of your hand. Push down through the tops of your feet to start getting that stretch in your feet. And we want to engage the core. Okay, so pull the belly button up to your spine, and let's start 3 rounds of cat-cows. Inhale as you drop down, opening the heart, lifting the chin. Exhale as you roll up, engage that core a little bit more. Tuck your chin. Inhale, down, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Oh, let's go ahead and do a couple more. Sometimes 3 just isn't enough to feel like we're really warming up the spine. Feels really good. let's get back to that neutral table pose. We're gonna take the foot back, press down on the toes, and push back a few times on the heel. Start to warm up and stretch the calf. Okay, bring those hands over shoulders. Lift that heel straight up. And then we're going to take it over to the back right. Look back to those toes, get a nice deep stretch. And then we're going to look forward and open the hip by taking that foot out to the right. Let's thread the needle, reach that arm up, take a big deep breath. And then as you exhale, come on down to that right shoulder, right side of your face. You might want to lengthen that left arm, or you might prefer to take it to your low back, or just set it down to your side. If you're not able to come on down to your whole shoulder, you might want to think about using a block or grabbing a pillow so that you really can come down onto something and you're putting pressure on that shoulder and really stretching your back. So we're going to use that left hand to prop ourselves up and reach that right arm up and bring it down. Okay, tuck those left toes and come on up. Let's walk the hands back and get a big stretch for our funky down dog. Just take big, deep breaths here. It's your first deep stretch, so get into it nice and slow. And we'll start to walk those hands forward, bringing the left knee down, keeping the toes tucked and pushing the left hip back to the heel. We want to lengthen our arms and spine and find our forehead. Use your hands, prop yourself back up, untuck your toes. We're going to swing that right foot behind us and come up for kneeling side plank. Lengthen that arm up to your ceiling. And then we're going to lift the right foot and lengthen the right hand forward. Get some nice length in your side body as you inhale and then crunch as you exhale. Let's do two more. Get back to that side plank and then we'll come up for gate pose. Okay, drop your right arm and lengthen that left arm to the back side. Bring that left arm down. We're going to open the hip by opening the knee and the foot. And let's start to push that hip down. And we're going to reach that right hand down. Maybe you can grab your leg, or maybe you can get all the way down to the floor. Then we'll reach that left arm up for a big low side angle stretch. One of my favorites. And then as we start to come out of this, try to keep your body nice and sideways so you've got your core engaged. Come back to that kneeling side plank. We're going to drop the right hand down and turn down. And then we're going to take that foot over to the left one more time, looking back to the toes. Get a big stretch and then bring your gaze forward. Drop that knee behind the other knee. We're going to tuck the other toes and come up for crazy down dog. This is an amazing stretch for your sciatica and your IT band. Okay, anytime your legs are crossed and you're stretching in some way, you're going to stretch those big muscles that can give us a lot of issues if we don't stretch them. Then let's come on back down to those knees. We're going to untuck our toes. Now this can be a little difficult, this child's pose with your knees stacked. If you start to do it and it just doesn't feel right, undo your knees and do just your regular child's pose. But if you can, push those hips back, letting that knee on the top come up. And then we want to lengthen and relax our head over that knee. That's my Christmas clock going off. Let's come on back up to table. And then we are going to do just a very quick child's pose, because I like to get centered and lengthened and all straight before we come up and do the other side. All right, here we go, back to table. Left toes will go back. Press down on the toes and back on the heel a few times. Hands over shoulders, lift that heel straight up. And then we're going to cross to the back right. Look back to those toes, get a nice big stretch, and then bring your gaze forward and open the hip out to the left. Let's thread the needle. Reach the left arm up, take a big deep breath, and then thread through, down on your shoulder. Again, don't hesitate to grab a block or a pillow, maybe even a blanket, something, if you need it under your shoulder to be able to come all the way down. Let's use that right hand. Prop yourself up. Reach that left arm up. And we'll bring it back down. We're going to swing that left foot behind us and come up for kneeling side plank. Whoops. Lengthen up. Then let's lift the left foot and stretch the left hand forward. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale as you crunch. 2 more. Back to your side plank. We'll drop that foot and bring the body up for gate pose. Drop that left hand and stretch the right hand to the back. Getting that lateral spinal stretch, so important for the spine. And bring that hand down to your side. Let's work on opening that hip and start pushing down, and then take that left hand to either your left leg maybe. Make sure you're getting your right shoulder pressed back and you're nice and sideways. Maybe you can go all the way down and reach that right arm up. Let's come on back to a kneeling side plank, nice and sideways. Stretch that arm up and then bring it down, turning your body down. And then we're going to cross over to the back right again, looking back to the toes to get one more nice hip stretch, and then bringing the gaze forward. Oh, I forgot something. Come on back out. Funky down dog. Take that hip open. We'll get that funky down dog in. So glad I remembered that. A little late, but I did remember it. Let's come on back down. All right, here we go. Now we're going to take that foot over to the back right, get a nice stretch. Bring your gaze forward, drop that knee, tucking the toes and coming up for crazy down dog. Come on down to your knees, untuck your toes, and if you can, keep your knees crossed, start pushing your hips back, letting that top knee come up. And again, if it doesn't feel right, just undo your knees, get that regular child's pose in. Make sure you're relaxing your head. And then come on back up to table. And instead of doing child's pose, we're going to lengthen and get centered by coming up to our nice old down dog here. Pressing your heels back. Sometimes you need to pull your feet in a little bit to be able to do that. Sometimes you need to bend your knees. Okay, we want to get length in the spine by pressing the chest to your legs. That also takes the pressure off of your wrists and your hands. And then we want to walk the dog by doing toe heels, bending the knees several times, getting those ankles warmed up, leg muscles warmed up, maybe just a few toes to heels. And then we'll come up to tippy toes. Now walk on those tippy toes. Okay, we want to strengthen those feet and those toes. Take your feet wide and we will find ragdoll. Nice and heavy over the legs. If you don't do this in the morning when you wake up, I highly suggest it, because it just awakens your spine, lengthens your spine after you've been lying down all night. Maybe we're swaying, maybe we're bouncing. I always do a little bit of both. Let's drop the hands. We're going to start to lift the head and the chest, and then we want to bring our feet in for forward fold. Pushing through the heels, sending the tail up, and then relaxing into a forward fold. Get nice and grounded through those feet. Come on up for a high mountain pose. We'll go hands to heart center. I got a little head rush there. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, we're going to do 2 rounds of suns. Okay, we will. I'm in the sun, but I didn't think you could see me. We're going to do twists with both these rounds. Okay, so we'll do our first one with just our regular twist. Come on up to high mountain. Lengthen up and backwards to open the heart and extend the spine. Come on up and let's do an open twist to the right. Stretch the hands in each direction and then come back up. Open twist to the other way. Come on back up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. You want to bend those knees and take your right foot back. Get a nice big stretch, then take your other foot back. Down dog. Let's go to high plank. We are going to hold for 30 seconds. I do not have my watch on, so I am guessing. But that's all right, because you guys can do 30-second planks easy. That ain't nothing. We got these. 30, 40, 50, what does it matter, right? Let's drop the knees. We're going to shift the weight forward and down to our mat. Come up to your right side, twisted cobra, and down. To your left side, and down. We'll push up to a cobra. Come on, back down. Now tuck those toes. Push up to your table first, and then come up to your down dog. Come up to tippy toes, walk top of your mat. Find your forward fold. High mountain. Let's keep going. Open the heart. Back up. Open twist to the left. And up. To the right. Hi, honey. Come on up. Forward fold. Halfway. Fold. Bend the knees. Left foot back. Low lunge. 2. Down dog. High plank. One more hold here. Remember to push through your whole hand. Okay, don't just push your weight through your wrists. You want to use all your hand. Push through your fingers, the edges of your hand, and also round your back. If you notice that, so if you like drop your chest, you're gonna feel like your stomach has dropped, your hips has dropped. But if you start to round your back, you start to lift yourself up. You've got your core more engaged. You've taken the weight off of your hands. Drop your knees. Shift forward and down to your mat. Twisted cobra to the left and down to the right and down. High cobra. Come on down. Tuck the toes for table and then your down dog. Tippy toe, top of your mat. Forward fold. High mountain. Hands to heart. We'll take some deep breaths here. And let's go ahead and get our tree in with each round. So get grounded on the left side and bring that right foot up. Try to find something to focus on in front of you. And then think about lengthening your torso. Maybe stretch your arms for better balance. You definitely want to think about making yourself taller, making yourself longer. And sometimes it's easier to do that when we raise our arms. And once you do that after a few times, maybe you'll understand that feeling that you're getting, and you can do that without raising your arms. Come on down, low mountain, high mountain. Open the heart. Back up. Twist to the right and up. To the left and up. Forward fold. Halfway. Fold. Bend the knees. Right foot back. Your dog's barking, honey. Left foot back, down dog. My husband's leaving my dog out in the cold. She doesn't like it out there. All right, guys, come on forward, plank, down to your mat. So let's do that twisted cobra. and maybe do Wild Thing from there. Bend your right knee. Now push into your Twisted Cobra, but if you want to, flip over. Take that right foot behind you, raise your right arm, and push those hips up for your Wild Thing. I'm loving this transition. Come on down. Get ready for your other side. Bend your left knee. Push to your Twisted Cobra. Now maybe take that left foot behind you, flip over, and push up for your Wild Thing. Come on down. Push up for your High Cobra. Let's tuck our toes and find Down Dog. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Gigi. Come on up to the top of your mat. Hop or walk. Forward fold. High Mountain. Hands to heart. Breathe. Let's find that other side, tree pose. Left side, we're grounding through that bottom foot. We're lengthening the torso, engaging the core. Raise your arms if you feel like that helps you. Come on down to Low Mountain, High Mountain. Open the heart. Back up. Twist to your left and up. To your right and up. Forward fold. Halfway. Fold. Bend the knees, left. Oh, Gigi. Oh, I just stepped on Gigi's toe. Gigi, you can't do that. You can't be back there. All right, guys, down dog. Yeah, down dog. Here we go. High plank. Come on down to your mat. Oh, Gigi, you okay? I'm sorry. All right, guys, let's try that left side. So bend your left knee. Okay, push up to your Twisted Cobra to the left. Maybe flip over for Wild Thing. Oh my goodness, there's some of her hair is on the mat. I pulled off some of her hair. Oh no. Come back to your center. Bend your right knee. Come on over. Try that Wild Thing. Come on down. Back to the mat. High Cobra. Come on down and press up to Down Dog. And let's hop or walk. Top of your mat. Forward fold. High Mountain. Hands to heart. Gigi, I'm so sorry. Sorry guys, I need to take a break and make sure. Look. Oh my gosh, I got some of her hair off of her tail. I feel so bad. Gigi, I'm so sorry. All right, let's keep going, guys. One flow. We'll get some warriors and a couple deep stretches in, okay? Come on up. High Mountain. Let's sit in our chair. We'll do our swoops. I love our swoops. Why do I love our swoops? Because that's when I hear you guys breathe the most, and I love it. I love it. It gives me chills. Chair pose. Take a deep breath. Lift up. Exhale to the right. Swoop. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Swoop. Inhale up. Drop down. Inhale. High Mountain. Exhale. Mighty pose. Open. Big. Up. Forward fold. Bend your knees, hop, walk back, Down Dog. Raise your right foot for three-legged. Now bend your knee and open that hip for your Scorpion. Back to three-legged and come on through for Low Lunge. Let's come up to Warrior One. Relax your shoulders. Okay, tighten your triceps. Remember, you don't want your elbows out. You want to pull the arms in, pressing the shoulders down and tightening up your arms. Take a deep breath and lengthen up. We'll go into Warrior 3. Warrior 2. Stay grounded in through that front leg as long as you can during your transition. Again, relax your shoulders. Find your focus over the front finger. Take a deep breath. Back to reverse warrior. Side angle. Reverse triangle. Let's do our cow face arms. Another thing that I am loving, a new transition we've been doing. Right arm down, left arm up. Maybe you can grab your fingers, maybe you're pressing them into your back. Look up over that shoulder, or that elbow, I should say. Now release the arms, reach forward and down for your triangle. Don't worry about going all the way down to the mat. Okay, worry about keeping your back straight and not letting your chest fall forward. Okay, so now we're going to turn and go to pyramid. Turn on your back toes. Bring that back foot in so you can press down on your heel. Now I want you to take your shins, take your fingers to your shins and lift up. You're creating length in your spine. You're opening your heart and you're hinging at your hips. And then we're going to relax over that leg so we can get deeper into that stretch. Relax your head. Deep breaths. Bend your knee. Take that left foot back so you're in your low lunge, and we will finish. Right foot back, down dog. It's vinyasa, high plank. Halfway or all the way, maybe chaturanga. Upward or cobra. Tuck the toes for down dog. We are going to find a fetus pose before we do the other side. Relax on your forehead. Press your shoulders down, palms are up. And let's get a big shoulder stretch. Interlace your fingers at your low back, and we're going to start lifting up. Raise the hips, round forward, and press those hands forward. Come on back down. We'll relax the arms back down to our side. Whew. Reaching forward for child's pose, table, down dog. And let's do that other side. Bring the leg up, three-legged, bending the knee, opening the hip for scorpion. Back to three-legged. Low lunge. Warrior one. Relax the shoulders. Tighten the arms. Tighten the triceps. Take a deep breath and lengthen. Now head to your warrior three. Warrior two, stay grounded for as long as you can. Relax the shoulders. Focus over the front. Reverse your warrior. So I don't always tell you when to inhale and exhale, but the basic general practice is to exhale during your transition. So before you go from one to the other, take a big deep breath and then exhale as you go into that. Okay, so let's do that here. We're gonna inhale as we get a deeper stretch, and then we're gonna exhale to that side angle pose. Again, don't worry about going all the way down if you can. It's a little bit easier in your side angle to go all the way down and keep sideways than it is in that pyramid. But I don't feel like I've got that, so I usually just stay up a little bit. Take a deep breath. Now exhale to your reverse triangle. Reach the left arm down, right arm up for cow-faced arms. Look over that left elbow. Release the hands and reach forward and down for your triangle. Come on down, pyramid. Turn on the back toes, bring the foot in, press back. Now let's come up because I want you to get more length. Okay, I want you to get length in the spine and think about hinging at your hips and then relax down from that point. Low lunge, left foot back, and last vinyasa yogis. Let's bend those knees and walk or hop to the top of your mat. Find a nice active forward fold here. Relax your stretching, come on up. We're gonna do those swoops on the other side one more time. Come into your chair, inhale, lift, exhale to the left. Inhale, lift, exhale to the right. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop. High mountain, mighty pose. Back to high mountain. Then to your chair and start dropping your hips. And we're going to come down and roll back to our tailbone and come into our boat pose. Lift the heart, pull your knees in, reach your hands forward. You could also raise your arms up if you would prefer to do that. Take a few breaths here. All right, come on up, grab those knees, sit up really tall. And then we're gonna take the left foot under and the right foot over. And we're gonna go half Lord of the Fish, grabbing that knee that's on top, that leg that's on top, and stretching to the other side. Okay, try to take that back hand as far over to the opposite side as you can to get a deeper twist. Come on back to your center. Let's head back to half pigeon. Get those hip flexors stretched out. Work on our hip rotations a little bit. So always think about lengthening your bottom leg. So reach your toes to the back. Get settled in your hips. We're going to take our fingers out. We're going to do 3 cat-cows, which is very good for your low back and also for that hip joint. Then we're going to lengthen the arms forward, either down to your forehead or maybe you're just hanging out on your forearms. And if you want to stay here a little longer, you can. If you would prefer to come up and work on maybe just balancing in your half pigeon, that's the first thing you need to be able to do to work into your mermaid. It's also good for your core and your balance. And then maybe we work on grabbing that back foot and pulling it in. Once you get to that point, maybe you get it in your elbow, okay? And then maybe we reach that other arm back for a nice mermaid pose. Work on your balance first, and then the stretching of the leg, and then just take those steps to get into that mermaid if you're working on it. All right, go ahead and lean on that left hip. We're gonna go into the other direction, right foot under, left foot over. And Lord of the Fish is not necessary, okay? If you can't do Lord of the Fish, just sit in your easy twist, okay? Easy pose and do that twist to the other side. Come on back to your center. We're going to take that leg around. Come up onto the top of the leg. Work on reaching your toes to the back of the room to create length. Getting settled in your hips. Hips are centered. Fingers out, elbows bent. We'll do 3 cat-cows. And then we will lengthen for resting pigeon, either on your forearms or if you can come all the way down, either one. And again, stay here if you would just rather relax into that, in that half resting pigeon. Okay, otherwise maybe bring yourself up, work on getting nice and tall, balancing, and then twisting, maybe bringing that foot up. This would be a good place to have a block, so you might need to use it to help maybe reach if you can't get all the way down to the ground. A block would help you stay taller, stay longer, so you could work on your balance, and then maybe working into that mermaid. I always have trouble on that side more than the other side. It's a thing. All right, guys, come on around, come on down, come on around. Let's extend the legs out. We're gonna come down to our mat, and we're gonna immediately pull our feet up, and we're gonna do hip hops. Hip hops are one of the best things you can do to really strengthen your deep core muscles. And the stronger those core muscles are, the more support our spine has, the more support our lower back has. Let's get a couple more in. All right, we're gonna leave those feet up for just legs up the wall for a few seconds. Something amazing you can do at home, maybe when you're watching TV. Just get your legs up a wall or up the couch. I always just get on my couch and go upside down and have a pillow under my hip or in the recliner. Getting out of it is hard, but it's interesting. But anyway, very, very good for your lymph nodes, for your blood flow, for your circulation. And then we're going to take both legs down. We're going to pull the knee in. Let's pull the right knee in. Give it a really good pull. And then we're going to just push it out to the right. And I'm putting a little pressure on that knee just to get a deeper stretch in the hip joint. And then we're gonna push it up and over to the other side for supine twist. Really important to make sure that opposite shoulder, the right shoulder, if you're going to the left, is down on your mat. Okay, that means your spine is straight. You've got the top of your back flat and your spine is straight. And then you're getting that nice twist in your lower back that's the bottom half of your spine. We're gonna switch our legs. Take that leg down, bring your other knee in, give it a nice stretch. And then we're gonna push it open for that hip opener. Okay, put a little pressure on that inner knee. And then we'll push it up and over to the other side for supine twist. Making sure that shoulder is still planted into your mat. Bring that knee up, bring the other knee up. We're gonna pull them in and wrap around your shins. Now, a couple things. You can grab your knees and see if you're able to push your shoulders down and still have your back flat, because that means you're pulling your hips up a little higher and getting a bigger, deeper stretch, and you can rock side to side for that. This is very good for your digestive organs. If you can get deeper into this, wrapping your hands around your shins, but again, you have to be able to push your back into your mat. So if you can't do that, just hold on to those knees. Then we're gonna work into happy baby from there, taking the knees wide. Reach up and get those feet. Now here again, we wanna push down on those shoulders. Okay, the more you push down on your shoulders, the more you're pulling your feet and your knees, so you're getting a deeper stretch. Sometimes if I feel like I'm really tight in my inner legs and my inner hip joints, I take my elbows and I push out on my knees. And then I rock side to side just to get a little deeper stretch. So, at the end of your practice, when we go into happy baby, maybe you don't really want to think about that. Maybe you just kind of want to be here. You're in a hip opener. Maybe you're rocking. Maybe you're just still enjoying it. But you always have those options to get those deeper stretches if you want to do that. We're going to let go of the feet, closing the hips, bringing the feet up. I'm going to get one more nice big stretch by pulling my legs in and reaching my face up. Then we'll let that go. Take your legs down. Once your heels hit, take a few seconds. Get yourselves nice and relaxed. Flutter your fingers, flutter your toes. And let's really try to keep that focus on our breath just a little bit longer. Let's start wiggling all of our fingers and our toes. We'll stretch out our wrists and our ankles by doing nice big circles. Flex and point your hands and your feet. We'll roll ourselves up. You can always roll to one side and push yourself up from there. Let me get closer to you. That felt amazing. Oh, I needed that. I'm sure a lot of you all needed that too. And I'm always happy to practice with all of you. So everybody have a wonderful Monday. I will do this a few more times and maybe just more often in general, doing videos, posting them on YouTube and our Facebook pages. Okay, so have a wonderful Monday. Everybody take care. Always an honor to be here with you. Namaste. All right. Peace out, guys. I'm going to go meet my grandson soon. Bye-bye.